These are 10 players who need to silence their critics and prove doubters wrong this season. They need to have big seasons because a lot of people there's a lot of question marks in a lot of these guys. A lot of people are questioning their price tag and saying, "Oh, were they overrated? Did they deserve to be bought?" Okay, number 10, Alejandro Garnacho. Listen, I've never rated this guy. I've never seen what Manchester United fans saw in this guy in day one. Like, okay, maybe could you be used in an impact sub? When you're young, you're fearless, you're brave, you're bold, you're stupid. And Garnacho's greatest attribute was his audacity. But his confidence is gone. If you see him, he can barely even make a dribble anymore. You know, I don't even know if he's going to have a good season, man. Out of all these guys in the list, he's the worst by far, and that's why he's number 10. Number 9, Noni Madueke. Noni Madueke is probably the most confused human being football ever because he doesn't know where he wants to be. He wants to take guys on, but he thinks he's Iron Robin, but you're not, kid. You're Noni Madueke. You're Noni fucking Madueke. Pardon my language. So he needs to have a good season. Even if Arsenal wins the league, he needs to have a good season. Number 8, Marcus Rashford. I don't think you will ever see a bigger critic. I won't say I'm a hater of Rashford because I actually think he's okay than me. And Rashford also needs a big season. He needs to prove his doubters wrong, because if he stays, he's like a super sub. He has to come there and impact, and play ball, and not moan and sulk like he usually does. Number 7, Trent. Trent left his hometown, Liverpool. He's a Scouser. Real Madrid for ambition to win the Ballon d'Ors, but he didn't even start last year. Was it Carvajal that was starting, or who was the person? Someone was starting, but it was not him. Even for Verdi was doing right back work. And now they have brought Dumfries, who's a very, very good right back. It's competition. He needs to go and again size that, or he'll be a flop at Madrid. He'll join the list of Eden Hazard and their man as flops. Number 6, Phil Foden. England's golden boy didn't even go to the World Cup. Crazy. I like Foden. I'm a defender of Foden. I think it's a mental thing, but this season has to be a big season because he signed a new contract. A lot of mine are going to be like, "Yo, was Foden overrated? Is he a bomb? Was he always like this? Was he ever good?" You know, People are going to start questioning him and giving, and he's going to have a lot of question marks. Number 5, Omar Mamouche. And Mamouche is not a guy that's really spoken about. He kind of was just rotting in City's bench. He does have some good qualities like his ball striking, his off the ball work, he's fast. I like Omar Mamouche a lot, but he was never a City player. He's never a Pep player. He would have, funny enough, fit Liverpool or even a Chelsea or United or even a Tottenham, which he's moving to. So he also needs to go in there and prove his doubters wrong. Number 4, Carlos Baleba. A lot of people think Baleba is bad, but because they don't actually watch Brighton, and what they don't know is that the woke Brighton coach was just playing him out of position. They were just weird. He's a weird guy, He's a weird guy who gets results, but he's a weird guy. Number 3, Kekeres, man. Kekeres was playing on the siege against Newcastle. People were rating this guy as the next best left back in the world. I know he's still young, and now his guy in Iraola has come. Well, he needs a good season. He really needs a good season. Number 2, Florian Wirtz. Wirtz, I don't understand why he moved to Liverpool. If he had been playing for Chelsea, I think that would have been fit him. Now his old boss Xabi Alonso is there. He could have gone to Bayern. Could have gone to Madrid or Barcelona, a slower pace league, or even Italy too. That would fit him, less physical. Because now he's just running and pressing and not looking like the guy that he was before in Leverkusen. And number 1, Isak. Bro, people were comparing you to Henri for the past 2-3 seasons ago. Bro, you need a big, big season.